Hi, welcome back. So today we're going to do the letter G. I'm going to jump right in and share my screen. Now remember, the G is also considered a C stroke letter. I have this little printout that I got with my Orton Gillingham training. C stroke for handwriting, we have A, C, A, D, G, Q, and O. And this is how her books are numbered. C is 1, O is 2, G is 3, A is 4, and D is 5. Those are all the G stroke. She doesn't do Q because we saved Q for the end, for last, but I just love how she does that. So here we have the G. You can have your child outline the G, and then here you make a C, and then a loop, a line and a scoop. So outline, you make a C, capital G goes in, make your C, go up, down, and scoop. Those are the C stroke. Now, when my kids' books have these all in glitter. So one thing that changed is they're not in glitter anymore. If you want an introduction to these books, go to book number 1. So in the garden, there are many things that start with G. G for gopher, G for goat, G for gourd, G for girl, G for glasses, and your child can repeat these after you. Do they know the word without you helping them? Goose, grapes, grapefruit, goat. So does bell start with G? No. Here we have glove. Here's a basket. Does basket start with G? No. So ask your child, what pictures start with G? Going to the second page. Now you're going to see some of the variety that Pleasant has in her book. This is a lot for visual memory. Goat. G. Look at the goat's collar. Can your child look at the different collars and match the goat's collar? Circle the one that matches. Here's your association, visual discrimination. Here's the goose with boots. So it's multisensory, it's interactive, it's very fun. What goose has the same boots? Look at all the boots. And your child should recognize yellow. Now, don't feel disappointed if your child doesn't recognize this. My mod severe students don't recognize it. Even my very young or low, mild to moderate kiddos don't recognize it because they're still developing memory, developing that sense of association. But this is where they're learning. So this little girl, Guffer girl, has a basket with grapes in it. Which picture matches? So this is giving your child two things to find: a basket, but also grapes. So if your child can't differentiate between the shapes yet, at least maybe the grapes will give a big hint. Now this goat, tell the story about goats like to eat everything, right? This goat is eating gloves. Which picture matches eating the gloves? And here your child will notice it's this one. Is that fun? Here we're going to practice the letter G. So you get your big pencil. For kindergartners, you're going to want these fat pencils. Start at the dot, make your C, and close it up for the capital G. And have them do it. Practice, practice. Give them little stars where they do it nicely. Start. Make your C, actually makes an O, right? And a scoop. So see how it gets us back to the O? I love it. Love it, love it. And then at the bottom, they practice an uppercase G and a lowercase g. Now, when I'm teaching elementary school and even middle schoolers, I notice they make their letters starting at the bottom and going up. This is where they need to practice. You start with the yellow line, go down below the green. Remember, red, yellow, green. Let's get their brain starting some patterns. This is a fun cutout exercise. If you have a book for your child, you can have them cut out the pictures. So what pictures have a G sound? Girl, G. Goat, G. And they could glue it out. Cut it out and glue it on. Does cat start with G? No. Gloves starts with G. Glue it. Goose, glue it. Gas, glue it. Grapes, glue it. Alrighty. Now, I love how Pleasant does this. She's giving some more visual discrimination exercises. This exercise has an opening to the left. What other shapes have the opening to the left? See how long it takes your child to recognize the matching shape. Here we have J. Look at this shape. It has a scoop on the bottom like an umbrella handle. Which other shape has a scoop on the bottom like an umbrella handle? Your child might circle this one, which is great. If they circle this one, there's a little bit of reversal there. Just be aware. And you want to direct them to this one. Here we have uppercase D. Isn't that funny? She didn't put lowercase d. She put the uppercase D, laying face, nose down. Which other shape matches? And your child will get this one. And then what shape matches? This is a number 1. Which shape matches a number 1? And your child should get that. So just have a heads up if your child selects reversals. They're just developing, so don't be too worried. Anyway, here we have goats that are eating many different things. We're going to have your child circle if it's eating something that begins with a G. Does hat start with G? No. Does sock start with G? No. Does apple start with G? No. Does carrot start with G? No. Does shoe or boot start with G? No. Does glove start with G? Yes. So your child's going to color or circle this picture. You could have your child practice outlining the C. Make the C, close it, make an O and down. So when we made the O, we made the C and we closed it, okay? So when we do the G, we're going to make the C and close it. And so this is a little bit of color, blue, pink, yellow, and yellow. I'm going to show you how I do this. I look at page 7, and I go to the teacher instruction for page 7. Circle the G next to the goat if the word began with a G. Circle the C if the word began with a K. So this is where you're just going to say, you're going to just read cat or goat to your child, and they're going to circle K. Cat or goat, K. Circle the goat. Circle the cat. So just different fun activities. Okay, so we're gonna, now this is what we've done. We've done the G, we've done the O and the C. So now we have some review here. Which one is olive? What is this? Gas, G. So here she's putting initial, capital letters, uppercase. Here she's putting lowercase letters. So your child can differentiate which one's capital, which one's lowercase. It doesn't, they're learning it together. K for coat, G for goat. Here we have gate. Can't say fence because we haven't learned F yet. So we have G for gate. We have A for ox. See if your child remembers oxen, which is 2. K for castle. K for comb. Say the name, octopus. And then have your child circle the letter that goes with it. Camel, ostrich, and girl. This is fun sequencing. What happens first? The girl is blowing the balloon. The girl pops the balloon. What happens first? First, you blow up the balloon. Here, you dial a phone number, old-fashioned way. When my kids were in kindergarten, that's what the phones looked like. Now the girl is on the phone talking. What happens first? She dials a number. So this is really special that Pleasant included the special needs kids. I worked with several students in their wheelchairs, and when they see this, it makes them feel apart. They're not isolated. And her artist again, Olivia Cole. Thank you, Olivia. And we have what happened first. Oh, the glass is falling. What happens when it falls? It breaks. Here, the little boy is sweeping the broken glass. What happened first? And then we circle, the glass falls and breaks. So someone's turning the key on and then they're driving. What happens first? You turn the key on. You can create your own first and last. What about getting ready for bed, putting your pajamas on, jumping in bed? This is also, you can give an instruction, what happens second? So when they learn first, they're going to blow out the candles. Second, they're going to eat the cake. What happens second? First, they build the birdhouse. Second, the birds are going to go in it. What happens second? First is this. Second will be carving the pumpkin. First is your tricycle. Second is a big boy bike. First is picking the grapes. So second is eating the grapes. And then first is planting. So second is picking the flowers. Isn't that neat how she introduces these patterns? So here we have, now every book is different. I have to keep telling you, every book is amazing. G, what goes with G? Gate. K, caterpillar. Ah, ox. What goes with K? Cane. What go, and see if your child knows what the words are. This is vocabulary development. Octopus, corn, grapes. What goes with G? Does olive go with G? Does carrot go with G? Does girl go with G? So we're going to circle girl. Here's another great introduction with G. Here we have bag. G is at the end of the word. So this is another hierarchy of learning to read, that the G is at the beginning and it's also at the end. Get your little scissors out for your child. If the picture ends with a G, they can put the picture, cut it out, and glue it here. Log, cut it out, glue it here. Bug. What else has a G? Flag. Cut it out, glue it up here. Plug. Cut it out, glue it up there. Isn't that wonderful? So this is a story that I just read another student in another book. I love how these, authors are putting stories together because these are just old classics. Billy Goat Gruff. Do you remember the story about the youngest goat wants to cross to the other side of the bridge and eat the grass? Well, the troll says, "I'm going to eat you." And the littlest goat says, "Wait a second, wait till the bigger goat comes. He's a much better meal." So then the second billy goat comes over and the troll says, "I'm going to eat you." He goes, "Oh, no, 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 wait till the bigger goat comes. He's a tastier meal than me." So the middle goat goes to the other side and eats the grass. Then the big goat comes and the troll says, "I'm ready to eat you." But the big goat is strong with horns, and he pushes the troll into the water down in the under the bridge, and the troll dies, and the big goat is with the other goats, and they're all eating grass. So that is that was a summarized version of Billy Goat Gruff. So then when you go to the next page, you're going to pick, so you're going to ask questions. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through this to show you just what I would do. On page 14, it says, listen to the story of Billy Goat Gruff and answer the questions by circling the pictures on page 14. So remember, these books are they're outdated. My kids used them about over 20 years ago. And so I'm going to create my own story. Which billy goat is the littlest billy goat? And your child will circle that. Who was hiding under the bridge? Was it the troll or the frog? Troll. You see how this is fun for the child? It shouldn't be hard. It should be very fun comprehension stories. Which is the big goat? The one with the horns. And your child will circle that one. And which one is the middle goat? The child will circle this one. And then what happened at the end of the story? Did the goat push the troll over the bridge, or did the troll take a nice nap? Of course, the big goat pushed the troll over the edge. So here we have sorting. This is going to be amazing for your child. G for gate. G is at the beginning of the word. And here we have bag. G is at the end of the word. Have your child cut out these pictures and glue them in the right boxes. If they're at the beginning of the word, grapes, goat, gas, girl. And if the G is at the end, you're going to have flag, bug, egg, pig. And that's a fun exercise. I have a feeling this will take a whole half hour. I don't know, 50 minutes or not. Well, just this video is 20 minutes, so it's going to probably take an hour. Have your child practice capital G, lowercase g, all the way across. If you want to put some dots there to help them get started, that's okay. Lowercase g. And just that is the end of that book. And there you have it for G. The next book I'm going to do is A. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to stop my share. Fun, 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 right? So if you want to order these books, you can find the link on my website, dyslexia-solutions.com. I'm Dr. Marianne Cintron. I have a reading program. If your child's in first, second, and in elementary school, my step-by-step reading program is for you. Talk to you soon.